and welcome back to the Trevathon. I'm Sam Brown.
I'm Timmy Williams.
Yeah, we are sitting in for Trevor right now. And yeah, this is a 24-hour Trevor Moore talk show marathon leading up to his special.
The Story of Our Times.
The Story of Our Times. Yeah, thank you, Timmy. That'll premiere midnight on Comedy Central Eastern Time.
Yeah.
And we are solving the problems of the world. We're going 1 an hour. We've done 7 so far. We've solved all of them. We didn't have to put a pin in any of them. And this hour, we are going to fix ghosts.
Ghosts.
Ooh,
Spooky.
Ghosts.
Fix
Spooky.
ghosts.
Fixing ghosts. And we have a very special guest here today on this show. He is from the podcast Real Life Sci-Fi. He's a very funny guy. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Willie Roberts.
All right.
Oh, Willie.
Hey. Welcome.
Willie, thank you.
Hey.
Hey. Thanks for coming on the show.
I've thought about everything I should do on the walk-in, and I didn't do, you know.
I think you did great.
You had a great handshake.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a good handshake. Your style's on point.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think the internet loved. We have 316 people, or 299 people watching it.
Let's get those numbers up.
All right.
Sam, get that ass up.
We got a Wikipedia quote for ghosts. In folklore, a ghost is the soul or spirit of a dead person or animal that can appear to the living.
Ooh.
That's the definition of ghost. It's getting spooky here tonight, guys.
Yeah.
We are.
It's the wee hours.
Late in the wee hours, and we're talking ghosts.
Have you, when I read that definition, it makes me question, like, have you ever experienced a happy ghost? Do you guys have a ghost story?
Like a Casper type of ghost?
Yeah, because
Like
I always
Casper.
associate ghosts with, like, unfinished business,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, it didn't mention anything about that, so are there happy ghosts?
Well, the end of the movie Ghost. Patrick Swayze was in love.
But spoiler alert for that movie, doesn't he stop being a ghost at the happy ending though? He goes
mean,
towards the light.
He goes towards the light, and he's still like a ghost. I don't know.
Isn't he an angel after that?
I think he had unfinished business.
Right.
And once you finish the business, you go to heaven.
Right. His unfinished business was killing a man.
Yeah, it was a movie, and yeah. Here's my thing. I'm gonna be. This is my hot take on ghosts. Is I don't believe in them.
Whoa.
Okay.
I'm just gonna go out there. I'm gonna say I don't think ghosts are real.
Do you think, though, that there's anything to it, like something that we haven't defined yet, like a soul echo or other entities that exist on different planes or of existence or something else? Or you think there's
maybe
nothing to everything?
something, but like just like this idea that like, oh, my house is haunted, or like the ghost of an old woman appeared to me, and I just like, no, she didn't. I just think that what I think is that like our brains are crazy. Our brains are crazy, and we see funny stuff sometimes. Like, I mean, I've taken a lot of drugs. I saw some really crazy stuff.
You've never seen a ghost.
But I never saw a ghost. And
So does that make that, to you, in your perception of crazy, more than or less than?
more than, or what? Like I'm more than crazy, or wait?
Like, because you've been messed up so many times in so many wicked ways.
No, my point is that I've seen crazy things that I can all attribute to like, oh, I was messed up at that moment. And I think the brain chemicals can be released in certain ways that you can see all sorts of crazy things. And I attribute people seeing ghosts more to tricks that our own brains play on us and our own senses play on us than something outside of us.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Willie, have you seen a ghost?
I have one ghost story. I was a kid. Now, hold on. First, let me preempt this with the first time we got a VCR was 1984. I was in first grade. the first movie we watched was Poltergeist, and I haven't slept since. I don't know if that's why I have anxiety, but I got a lot of anxiety. And I'll tell you, I don't believe in ghosts, but when I'm home alone, I'm like watching for shadows and freaking myself out. And it's all power of the mind. And I do believe that the mind is way more powerful than we can account for. I think if you look at the ancient megalithic structures that were built long before recorded history that we still don't have correct, there are, I believe that, the mind is powerful. And so my ghost story is I wanted to trick a ghost into revealing himself to me. I don't know how old it was, but I was in elementary school.
We all do that at one point.
Tale as old as time.
Yeah.
Tricking a ghost.
So I was yelling at a spot in the closet, bitching this ghost out for a long time. I can see him, how stupid he was. And then all of a sudden I got really spooked. And I went to leave. I was on my way to run out of my room. And I was like, from here to I was a long distance away from my light switch. And the light switch flicked off.
Oh.
And,
Wow.
And I froze. And I was like, I've walked out of my room and shut the light switch off. And it went back up because it was so hard, like you had to like get. And so in that moment, I was like, oh shit, I found the ghost. What the hell was I thinking? And I don't know, static electricity. I don't know, trying to think of a scientific reason for that happening far away. The biggest reason I can think is the power of the mind, that I had tricked myself so hard that I created that thing to happen because that is what I didn't want to happen. I was focusing on that so much that I Luke Skywalkered my light switch.
Telekinesis.
No.
Okay.
I mean, you also have a sticky light switch. I mean, I think it's broken a little bit. Now, why don't you tell us a little bit about your podcast and why you're here and why you're talking about ghosts?
Our podcast, Real Life Sci-Fi, we talk about conspiracy theories and paranormal. Basically, I should remember facts about things that I say all the time. But one year, I saw a bunch of UFOs in the sky. It was either 2006 or 2008.
Where were you?
I was in Burbank getting my oil changed.
The Roswell of California.
And what was funny is I was looking up in the sky, and I also used to like watching balloons my whole life. I was like, if I let a balloon go, it's mine until I can't see it. So I was very good at watching balloons until like, oh shit, this is like in the next state, I can still see it, whatever. So I thought I was watching this this balloon. And then it started doing things that a balloon wouldn't do. And then I kind of zoomed out and noticed that there was a bunch of balloons. And planes had been going over all day. And I noticed that they had changed the flight patterns of the LAX. Because,
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
When
yeah.
You say you were getting your oil changed. Do you mean you were abducted?
not my human oil, my engine oil. And in that moment, I thought that, I was watching it for a long time. I noticed they changed the flight patterns, and somebody was watching me that was also getting their oil changed. And I was like, waiting for him to look up because I'm like, the alien invasion is happening. And as soon as this guy looks, I can go over and talk to him and be like, what do we do?
Right.
But he was watching you?
Yeah. And he never looked up. And I called someone from across town to try to see these things, and she saw them also. She's like, I don't know what that is. She was watching. And then he never looked up. So I was like, wow, what a shame that in this moment, and then he yelled at me, what are you looking at? And my mind was blown. I was like, you can look too, dude.
Yeah. There was never a moment. Huh?
Yeah, and he never looked up. And so, anyways, I started telling people about this story, and people started freaking out. Like, dude, there's no aliens. I'm like, I never said aliens. It was just, I noticed these things. And from that, I always had an interest in conspiracy theories, but I was like, well, if they were real, there'd be something.
Yeah.
There'd be something. And then after that moment, I was like, oh, no one's believing me, and no one wants to hear me, and I didn't even say anything. And so it made me go, oh, what if everything? And so that led to us having conversations.
Which led to the podcast. Before we go any further, we have an interesting poll for everyone, and maybe you'll help us out with this. Would you have sex with a ghost? So far, 37% of the people say yes, and 63% say no. This is always the show I imagined I would be on. This is,
About ghost porking?
yeah.
Well, what's the ghost?
This is, I'd say he or she is an attractive ghost.
Do you
Human
have
or animal?
Human.
Okay.
I mean, dealer's choice.
The pop artist Kesha claims to have had sex with a ghost.
Huh.
That is a true fact.
Huh, really?
Yeah.
She claims she had. Does she say like what any details about
Well,
the
she
ghost?
said, so she wrote a song about it, and she said it's about experiences with the supernatural, but in a sexy way. I had a couple of experiences with the supernatural. I don't know his name. He was a ghost. I'm very open to it.
I'm wondering what era. Like what? Like was it a pilgrim?
Yeah, like a gangster ghost?
yeah.
Cowboy?
You don't want to hook up with like a caveman ghost.
Or was it like?
Why not?
Jacob Marley.
Yeah.
I say. He's got all those chains.
Do you mind if I? Did she
Like,
approve?
if there was a ghost and you were like, you knew you were gonna hook up with this ghost, don't you think you'd be a little disappointed if it was like a very modern ghost? There's nothing exotic about that.
It's just Paul Walker.
Yeah. Oh. There's.
Sorry.
I wish,
Sicko.
right?
Right. Yeah. Who would be so lucky?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'd have sex with Paul Walker's ghost, I guess.
Yeah. Fast and Furious.
That's how Timmy is in the bedroom.
What if you said
Oh.
no to the ghost and it was trying to have sex with you? And
Ghost rape.
Ghost
Yeah.
rape.
oh, and you could still have your pants on, I assume.
Sure.
I would think if you're stuck on Earth trying to finish business, maybe
Hashtag
be
me
respectful. Me boo? Oh, man.
Very good.
Oh, we got a comment coming up.
Oh, we got a caller. Caller, hello. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
Good. What's your name?
Trevor?
This is Sam. Sorry.
Oh, hey, Sam. No, you're fine, you're fine. He's
Fine.
not back yet?
What? Trevor's not back yet.
That's Trevor, right?
that's all right.
Calling in?
Cool. Yeah, my name's Caleb.
Caleb.
Yeah. Hey, good job with the Facebook feed, too. That's pretty awesome.
Oh,
Thanks.
thanks.
Yeah. We're talking about ghosts?
Yeah, we're talking about ghosts. What do you think? You have any ghost stories?
Yeah, I do, actually. So I worked at a 24-hour video store years back, and I didn't sleep that night, so it was interesting. But sometimes, on occasion, like we'd have videos just kind of fall off the shelves. And we had a lot of videos, and then you'd see like shadows running up and down the halls on the security feed. And then occasionally one or two of the cameras would go out, or they'd put static up, which was kind of weird. I've never been much of like a poltergeist dude or whatever, but definitely kind of had me thinking like why these issues only occurred at night. I worked swing shifts, so I pretty much would work a whole bunch of different shifts, but I primarily would do like graveyard shift. And this is the only time I'd ever see this issue occur. Freaked me out. One night, actually, did this display case on this slightly raised, I guess, place where I would work from, and it actually shifted forward a good like 3 inches. All the merchandise in it just flew off the front of the glass case. Like my boss came in. It was a very weird situation. He's, what the hell happened here? It was pretty funny, but freaky.
So the
yeah.
display case.
Are you sure you weren't just showing the movie Ghost in the
Yeah,
video store?
so it was slightly, so I don't know how to describe it. So the entryway into the actual store were like you come through the front door, and then there would be 2 display cases you'd walk through. One was up near the register where I was, and it was slightly raised about 6 inches off the floor. That way we could the clerks could look over the whole store.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's kind of old-fashioned.
You're on a little bit of a
well,
riser.
it shifted it forward, and it actually tilted at a slight angle, around like 20, 30 degrees. All the merchandise came off like the shelves, this complete glass display case. And there must have been about 400 pounds worth of stuff in it. So when my boss came in, I just had all these signs that said, watch out for, like, falling merch, put it all over it. Like, everything was still down in the pocket, like that V where the lowest point was. And he was just kind of shocked. And I asked him, I said, you got to see this footage, man. Because as soon as it happened, I hopped up, looked at the camera that was looking at, at the radio. I was like, did you see that? Did you see that? And I guess his response was, oh, we only put security tape in once every 2 weeks.
Of course.
Well, did you notice anything about like the actor of the movies that were dropping? Or do you think there were clues? Because what if there was unfinished business and they were all Chuck Norris movies or something?
Chuck Norris is.
Well, these were different types of movies.
Is he still
it was
alive?
definitely it was a 24-hour video
Maybe
store.
he killed somebody.
So it was a lot of different kinds of movies that fell?
A lot of, one more time?
What kind of movie? Was it one particular type of movie
Oh,
that would
they're
fall?
adult movies.
Okay.
100%.
This could have been a situation of a store
Yeah,
with
good.
weak shelves.
Weak shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a horny
Yeah,
ghost. We're talking about ghost sex.
Yeah.
This
So
ghost is
the two possibilities we
porn.
have is like weak shelves or just randy ghosts.
Yeah.
Those ghosts
okay.
are getting hot and bothered.
I was thinking maybe like a ghost retirement home, just like a old abandoned, maybe one employee, and
Like this is
I don't
something
know,
you
one
want
of those guys
a
from-
business you want to
from
start?
one of those reality shows. They could run it.
Oh, reality show.
They have the right camera.
You should have called
one
it
of those reality
earlier.
shows, guys
Pitched
could
it.
run it and just be an empty building. You put on the Poltergeist retirement home.
This could be a
we
good
can
like
consolidate
flea
all the-
circus.
All the ghosts.
No, this is his way to fix ghosts. So you put them all in one
Put it
place.
in a
Put
old
it, all
folks'
right,
home.
yeah.
Yeah.
All
And then
right.
it's like,
Okay.
I guess you want to get scared or something, you just go visit, But I guess like my situation, there were a couple people that passed in that place.
In the video store?
One guy had a heart attack in one of the back rooms. He had a heart attack.
Was it like a booth kind of
I don't know
thing?
what the other guy. Maybe they were just telling me that. I'm not sure, but I mean, it's kind of funny thinking about it. I never really believed in it.
It's funny
but,
thinking about
there
the heart
was-
attack.
In that situation,
guy
when I
keeled
worked there,
over.
man, it was creepy.
Well,
That
Caleb,
was some creepy stuff.
thank you so much
Yes.
for calling in. We'll write down Ghost Retirement Home for the solutions. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah,
Thank you so
gotta
much.
consolidate those ghosts, man.
All right.
Hey, I appreciate it. Hey, Timmy gets a trophy for self-confidence, man. That dance was on point. And the mic guy, he should get a Team Spirit Award.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
Thank you, Caleb.
No problem. Hey, spray on can. If you corner Trevor with spray on can, bust it out when he's on camera. He won't say no.
Oh yeah, bust out. Yeah, he'll do it. All right. Thank you for the advice. All right, we got a hot take here from Nathaniel Alexander Mers Foss III.
Wow.
It's a mouthful.
3 of them.
Ghosts don't sound like much of a problem. Apparently, Nathaniel Alexander Mers Foss III didn't hear about this video store
Right.
where the ghosts were knocking over all the porno and giving people heart attacks.
Yeah. Killing the guests.
I always think that if ghosts have unfinished business, don't you think there'd be caveman and Native American ghosts everywhere?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So many people
Before,
die.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we just talked about
thousands.
overpopulation.
Yeah. There'd be ghosts in this room right now.
Yeah, we
This used to be my home
Yeah.
before all these buildings and people.
Oh, hey, on the West Coast, it's 420.
That's right.
On
Oh, wow.
420, guys. If you're on the West Coast, light one up. Pass the bong. From Christopher Lennon Davis. He says happy 420.
All right.
Maybe go to a dispensary today. I'm sure they have gift bags full of treats.
Sure.
Usually there'll be like a free little cheap glass pipe that you'll get. Little tote bag. It's the best.
Famous growers and signings, right?
Yeah. Do some dabs. I actually. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, don't do dabs. But yeah, so we got Ghost Retirement Home. That
Can I ask a question
right
of Willie
there.
real quick? So on this podcast, it's like a paranormal thing. What's the craziest, scariest story you've heard from a guest on the podcast?
We were talking. I can't remember her name, but she hypnotizes people that have been abducted, and helps them regression therapy. And she was talking about how people have been abducted while they were driving, and then maybe put back into place so that they didn't miss any time while they were driving. And that I'd never even considered that or heard of that before.
So time like doesn't pass as they're with the aliens?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool.
Well, we got a comment here from Aaron Mackey who says, Timmy looks like he wants to sleep already. Lol.
I'm familiar
one,
with this
Aaron.
commenter. She likes to give me crap. But
He wants to sleep already.
a
It's
troll.
4:20 a.m.
yeah, many of us would want to sleep
Already.
already. I
Yeah.
did try to sleep, and it didn't work because I was too excited to get back down here.
We have 16
And look
and a half
tired.
hours to go.
Yeah.
Ugh.
16 and what? 16 and a half?
16 and a half.
Not bad.
Guys, I got a little quiz for us.
Fun.
I've got pictures here. They're either a picture of a lens flare, photographic anomaly, or a picture that someone claims is a ghost.
All right.
Oh,
So we're gonna try and
this gonna give me nightmares?
maybe. You see if
Luckily,
you,
we're not
all right.
sleeping, so don't have to worry about nightmares.
All right, this is the first one.
Okay.
Lens flare.
That's a ghost.
It's a lens flare.
Ah,
All right. Next one.
Ghost.
Also lens flare.
Ah, damn it.
Okay, this one. There's the last one.
oh, that's a KKK member.
Oh, whoops. Wrong segment.
Oh,
That should have been in there hours ago.
Right, the racism segment. All right.
oh.
What was that thing?
Have you always wanted to do that?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm one of those talk
That's
show
living a dream, man. Throwing the
Yeah.
subject away.
Yeah. What was that?
What was that circle that lens
Oh.
flare was holding up?
It's a little badge.
Do they have merit badges?
I think so. It's like the Boy Scouts.
Oh boy, Scouts.
You guys, also don't believe in ghosts because I've watched too
Oh,
many
great.
ghost hunter reality shows. Doesn't that like take the belief away from everything? Like,
We've never actually.
Yeah, they've never done it.
Yeah.
Right, and they're always trying to apply ghostly magic to everything that
Yeah.
happens. Like, oh, your toast is burnt. Oh, that's a bad toast.
Guys, up next we have a Skype.
Oh, all right.
We have Greg Carwood from Higher Side Chats
Okay.
Skyping
that?
in. The Conspiracy Theory podcast. Very
Ooh, a rival.
yeah, Willie's rival, Greg Carwood.
All right.
So yeah, hey Greg, can we patch in Greg?
Hey,
Greg,
Hi
what's
there.
happening?
hello.
Nothing. We're just hosting a show. How are you doing?
I can't complain. Obviously, 4:30 in the morning, I'm on standby for Facebook streams, so it's going great for me.
Nice. So we're talking ghosts, Greg.
Ah, ghosts.
So you talk about ghosts much on your podcast?
You know, as far as things that are conspiratorial, paranormal, ghosts, I don't really get into as much just because I don't like religious connotation. But I think, as far back as history goes, we've been looking at life as matters derived from God, and that's basically spirit. And then only in the past couple decades did we get this idea that everything's derived from that primarily, and that's wrong.
What was that? Sorry, the last part there, Greg?
Just that the idea that things derived from this whole atheist movement, this whole women die, that's it. I don't think the data.
I couldn't agree more.
Cutting out.
Cutting out a little bit, Greg. Or you're pulling a mean prank on us.
Wait, do ghosts have a religious connotation?
I mean, yeah, it's really like that we go somewhere after we die.
Oh, okay.
I think if you look at the data in the field of parapsychology, it's pretty obvious that life goes on. I mean, out-of-body experience, there are literally thousands of grimoires teach you how to contact spirits.
Yeah.
They're
You know, if you want to test, dig up the information, draw a magic circle, and do the ritual. See if somebody contacts.
all right. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're
Summon him.
yeah. He's talking about doing some sort of ritual. Greg, I think we're gonna try and get you on the phone or something here because you're cutting out a little bit of technical difficulty.
It happens.
I mean, that's all part of doing a show at 4:30 in the morning. But yeah. So we're gonna while we talk a little bit, but yeah. So we hadn't talked about the religious connotations of ghosts.
Right.
We haven't talked about like the fact that like if you believe in heaven, you essentially believe in ghosts.
Right.
Not.
Well,
I think that's a big jump.
The Holy Ghost.
Oh, okay.
the Holy Spirit is right.
Well, no, a lot of
Yeah.
people think that ghosts are just different forms of energy. So, like, we're a physical form of energy, but then our body dies, and then our energy still exists, but our physical body is not here. But I don't think that that's religious. That's more science.
I don't know, like Jesus.
Can't argue with that.
3 days.
You're right.
But people always say he wasn't a ghost, or he was like more like a
He's a zombie.
zombie or a lich, which is the basically a zombie that can still think. No, it's a real mythological creature. And they say
Yeah.
that that's what he became.
Jesus was a lick.
I think that's how you say it. Someone correct me because I'm probably saying it wrong. But it's Lich.
I still don't believe in ghosts.
You're not.
I'm interested by all of the stories of people that have out-of-body experiences because we attribute our mind scientifically. If you don't believe in anything spiritual or anything, then all of our thoughts come from our brain. Our brain created everything that we're thinking. So when someone goes outside of their body, how can they still have thoughts or see things or any sensory perception because they don't have their brain to do
Right.
that. So it's very interesting to look up people that have, out of body or that have died, near-death experiences where they did die and then, that they experienced.
I've had dreams, and I've felt like I've had like an out-of-body experience in a dream.
Sure.
And that doesn't mean that my thoughts left my head.
But we've also, like, your brain still works while you're sleeping, dreaming, whatever.
Yeah.
And I've always, we just say dreams are nothing. Don't think about, sure, you can attribute, oh, you're stressed out, so you had a dream about scissors. I don't know, whatever. But what if there was more to the dream world and we just weren't connecting to it because we closed it off before we even got there? Like, have you ever talked to anybody that's had a astral projection where, like,
Yeah, he was crazy. He was so crazy.
Yeah.
Great. It was a guy that Trevor worked with. And when Trevor comes back, I'll try and get him to talk about him. But he literally coughed for a second and then said, "Did you see that?" And we're like, "What?" And he was like, "John Cusack was trying to kill me." We're like, well, okay.
Wow.
We have some more Whitest Kid sketches, guys.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. We're gonna guys at home. We're gonna watch a Whitest Kid sketch. This one's featuring the whole crew. This one, I remember the basis of this sketch was we saw that Terrence Malick movie, A New World, and Darren was doing the thing where he was pretending to be the girl, pretending to be the fun.
Oh.
And we wrote a sketch around it. Guys, this is sexy fun.
Yeah.
Oh, this.
All right, now remember, they say that 90% of all hunting accidents are caused by carelessness.
I like to say that 90% of all hunting accidents are caused by Rick.
That's not funny. Rick is our friend and he died.
That's why it's funny, because it really happened. It's funny because it's true.
No, it's not funny because it's true, because Rick is a close friend of ours who died in a hunting accident yesterday.
No, that's why it's funny. It's funny because it happened and we know Rick. It's like an inside joke amongst friends. Oh, look, a squirrel.
Whoa, you blew its head off.
Yeah, I ricked him.
Man! Guys, look, a deer.
Whoa, what a beauty. Don't shoot her. Let's wait and study her movements.
I think she sees us.
Oh, what's she doing? She's coming closer.
She's not even scared of us.
Oh,
What?
wha-
What? What is she? Is she presenting herself to us?
she is. She totally is.
Oh!
That stupid deer wants us to have sex with it.
She wants it bad. Yeah.
Oh,
That's gross, right, guys?
Yeah.
Right? Right? I'd like never, ever, ever, right?
Nah.
Right? That is a horny deer.
Oh,
She's playing hard to get. She's pretending to walk away.
Whatever, she wants it.
Whatever, you know you want it.
You want
Oh! Nuh-uh, I'd rock your world. Humans are way better at doing it than deer are.
Sam, outrageous.
Holy fucking shit! Oh, is that how it is? I'd make your hooves curl up, you dirty little doe.
She's going back inside her deer hole.
Oh man, I wanted to see what she was gonna do next. Yeah. You guys want to go back to the truck?
Yeah.
Man, that deer wanted me. Oh! She's got a fucking bra! Oh, that is so fucking hard.
That is so funny, because that means at some point that deer killed a woman.
Oh, that deer doesn't know what it's doing, man.
That deer knows exactly what it's doing.
Oh! That deer shaved its vagina. That is so attractive to me.
That is it. It is fucking on.
Sam, are you gonna do that deer now?
Yeah, don't shoot it till I'm done.
Better use a rubber, dude. Lyme disease.
Who wants to see this deer get fucked? All y'all want to see this deer get fucked? Say yeah.
Yeah! Excuse me.
Whoa. Whoa.
Hi there, Timmy Williams, park ranger. First of all, you guys need to move your truck. Secondly, bestiality is way against park regulations here, so you three need to get out of here right now.
Screw you, Fuzz.
Get out of here, get!
You were gonna get it hard.
Off, get out of here! And you can have your ring back, and I want all my stuff back from your deer hole, you tramp.
Old school outro. All
But
right.
I fucked that deer.
And that's the classiest sketch we ever
That's
made.
I just fucked that deer. I'm not supposed to. It's 4:30 though. I don't know. Yeah.
Okay.
We got Greg calling in.
I never read
So
what I'm supposed to say.
yeah. So hopefully this will be clear. Greg Carlwood from Higher Side Chats calling in. Greg, you
Hey,
there?
what's happening, guys?
Hey, that's a lot better. How you doing?
Nice. Oh, I can't complain. How are you guys?
We're good.
Regretting this yet?
So what did you say before?
Well, in terms of ghosts, if you're trying to work out if they exist or not, I mean, you don't really have to guess, because what I've learned from interviewing a lot of people who mess with the occult is there are thousands of grimoires, ancient texts written about this very thing. And if you do the rituals in them, people say that you can contact spirits. Now, I mean, I've tried a couple and it hasn't gone that well, and my life's doing all right, so I'm not really looking to rock the boat with spirit entity contact. But if you're curious about that, you could do that, and something might reach out to you. But until you've done that, I mean, it's kind of presumptuous to say there's nothing there.
But that seems weird. It's like, hey, you can do this if you want to prove they exist, but you know, it might really screw up your life.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, that makes me think like, you know, that they're not real.
Well, that's absolutely the case. But I mean, what I would say is, dig up the Hygromantia, read through it, make a magic circle, and call on some entity and see what happens. Because if you're not going to do that, you can't really say they don't exist. I mean, look at the data of parapsychology and the out-of-body experience. There's data that suggests that people die on the operating table, and then they see their own resuscitation from some higher vantage point. That's got to be explained.
That was the best part of Doctor.
Of what?
Can I say the name of a movie?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that was the best part
we
of
talked
Doctor
about
Strange.
Star Wars
Oh, right,
for
yeah.
a while.
That was so long ago, though.
I don't know. It's just like it feels to me like that whole like the whole hypnotism thing where they go yeah, you know, if you can't be hypnotized, that actually means you're a dumb person. You know, where it's like they kind of give you incentive to be like, no, yeah, they're real. I just don't want to screw with that stuff.
Well, I think we live in a very small sliver of time in which we think that there's nothing outside of matter, nothing, that there is no such thing as spirit. This is a very small sliver of time. Maybe we're the smartest we've ever been. It's possible. But I think this is a fad, and it's going to pass. And if you look at what a lot of people are saying in the sciences, is they're having issues with replicability. They're having issues with explaining things that have been unexplainable for a long time, and they're going to have to deal with that.
What do you mean by having issues explaining things that haven't been explained? Like, they just can't explain them?
Well, if you look, like, for example, one of the guys I interviewed recently on the show was Dr. Dean Radin. He's been at the head of parapsychology research for like 40 years. And, you know, if you go through his book, there's scientific data that suggests that there is something going on outside of the brain. I think consciousness is what we should consider primary, and then our brain, our body, is more of a receiver of consciousness. And that explains some of these effects that they're actually able to test and study.
I agree with that, and that's the thing, is that like when we talk about something like ghosts, it's almost like everything has a definition, and I don't think we're correct about the definition of most things. I don't believe in the regular definition of ghosts, but I believe in consciousness, and that there are things that exist that are not within the visual spectrum and that are here around us. You know, even that guy talking about seeing shadows on that video. Like, sure, I'm sure there's something that we can't see that's throwing the VHS or cassettes off of the video thing, but the fact that it was the specific thing, because I believe that we exist on multiple planes simultaneously, but the ghost of someone died, and there you have the universe to look at, and you're here sitting in a rocking chair. You know, the definition of that boring ass old ghost that moves the curtain every now and then, just, I don't believe in it at all. But all the other things, I believe that there's something there that our science doesn't match with yet.
But my question is, like, you got the caller earlier who's talking about a video store where they saw shadows and stuff got, you know, like bumped off the counter and stuff like that. And we have scientists who have studies saying they can like really prove this stuff. Why aren't they just like setting up in this video store and really proving that ghosts exist? Like, why aren't we seeing this evidence?
I mean, that's a fair question, and that video store's kind of example, like, I'm with you. I heard earlier you talking about ghost shows, ghost hunting shows and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm with you. A lot of that's bullshit. I've actually done one myself where I went overnight and with this ghost hunting group, went to a haunted place, and nothing really happened. It was a waste of time. And I get that, but that's because they're trying to record ghosts with like tape recorders and shit, with like a talk boy from Home Alone or something, trying to get some voice to come through it. What you need to do is pop open a grimoire and do a magical ritual where it's been in the, written down on text for a couple of centuries how to contact spirits.
Someone finally said it.
Get into the root
I
of
want
it.
to see that ghost hunting show is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I want to see
Where they're actually
the
using
one
the
where they
grimoires
take the occult approach to contacting spirits, not one where they're trying to record them on auditory devices.
Would you host that show?
I think they'd get more results.
Would you host that
And
show?
of course, you mentioned Kesha. She says she's had sex with a ghost. I mean, how are we going to doubt the immortal intelligence and genius of our dear Kesha? And of course, when you go into the music industry and you sell your soul to the Illuminati, of course you're going to have sex with ghosts.
Oh, so you're saying...
You want a hit record? Do you want a hit record?
So Kesha's part of the Illuminati?
Obviously.
That's great.
No, but you have to sell your
Step
soul
through
to
the
be at
looking
that
glass
level, I
here,
believe.
folks.
You sell your soul to the Illuminati. They're not letting you in. They're not letting Kesha in.
All right, we
You think
got
Kesha's getting in those gates? Of course not. But they're going to let her get spirit raped.
Wow.
Whoa. Hashtag me boo. All right, we got a
Sorry, I
comment
thought we
here.
were in the trust tree in the nest. Are we not?
I mean, it's the internet here, but it's a pretty clean internet. We got a comment here. It's one that we should all think about that might just blow our minds. Marty Russell says, "What if we are the ghosts?"
Whoa.
Wow. Blew my mind.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. I guess we're at that part of the Twilight Zone episode.
We're at that part of
Get
420.
that
What
guy's
if
IP address and give him a visitation of the night, because you're not supposed to be saying that publicly.
Yeah.
You can't give out the keys to the castle, buddy.
Yeah. What if?
But
Yeah.
have you guys ever had psychedelic experiences that have pushed you through to the other side?
Sam?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I once had a living La Vida Loca break my brain.
It's a good story.
What?
Yeah, I once did acid and at like 10 in the morning went to a diner and ordered all this food, and the waiter brought me the tiniest glass of orange juice, and I didn't order orange juice, and I thought like, oh, like he knows I'm tripping, because that's like an acid thing is orange juice, right? That's like an acid thing.
Hell yeah.
And then I was like, no, all the stuff I ordered was part of a combo, and the combo came with fresh squeezed orange juice, and that's in a really tiny cup. And sometimes the world, I just took it further, and I was like, sometimes the world just provides you with what you need, because life
Absolutely.
is crazy. And as soon as I had the thought, life is crazy, the song Livin' La Vida Loca came on, and that was the closest I've ever been to seeing a ghost. Really. So.
I love
You're
that story.
experiencing
Man.
heightened activity in the realm of synchronicity, my friend, and
Yeah.
that's what
There you go.
happens.
Synchronicity.
That's what happens when you get in touch with the universe, mainly through
Okay.
psychedelics.
We got the poll, the numbers in from the poll. Would you have sex with a ghost? 100% yes.
That's the
100% yes. Oh, yeah.
It was
100%.
skewed
It was-
before, so we
yeah.
know that.
So maybe
Absolutely.
people change their
I mean, who
votes.
out
I
there
don't
is
know.
really turning out sex if you're watching a live stream at 5 in the morning?
Yeah. You'll have
Take
sex.
it where you can get it.
Yeah. Have you guys had sex with a ghost? Have you had sex with someone and then found out, well, there hasn't been someone here for 20 years?
No, I went down on a ghost once.
You went down on a ghost once. Oh,
Close as I've gotten.
very nice of you. Oh, very cool. Right.
Giving lover must be
Brandon, very giving lover.
So,
Please comment on that.
yeah, that's what I was just going to bring up.
Oh, yeah. So how are we
Solutions.
going to
I
fix
saw someone in
ghosts?
the comments say
How do you,
that
what do you just hit
like,
start?
a dating app for
Overfill
ghosts.
this shit.
Dating app for ghosts. All right, I'll write that one down.
So that Because they think that a lot of the unfinished
the same one at my
business has to
house.
do with love.
Oh.
And if you connect them and they find love with each other, then this is a common
Right.
my theory. on that theory.
Okay.
Well, and as our other guest brought up, get a grimoire and try and summon some. Right?
Yeah, I think that was kind of. I think that's pop open the grimoire.
Right.
I don't
you
know how
got
to
that one,
spell
okay.
grimoire.
You got it. Oh, you almost got it. It's O-I, but you were so close.
Oh, so
Yeah.
close.
I only know
So
that
what
from
is a
magic
grimoire?
Yeah, is that something that you
A
guys
spooky
heard of?
book, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's a book of
Grimoire
spells.
is a book of
And
spells.
oftentimes it includes ways to contact them, and it includes the names. And one of the most popular ones is the hygromantia. It's basically derived from John Dee contacting the Enochians, and he basically wrote it all down. And it's been translated dozens of times. These are this is a book you can get on Amazon, actually. It was on my wedding registry. That's how I got it. And, we read through these things, take it to heart, do some of the rituals, and I've talked to many people who say something will contact you. It isn't really a question, but it's just a question of why does nobody do it?
Greg, what other gifts were on your wedding registry? If the
That was
grimoire.
probably the only crazy one, but a lot
That
of
was the only
squid and
crazy-
octopus themed stuff,
I'm a
because that's
non-dairy
kind of the
guy.
aesthetic for my show. And
That's all right.
the wife is cool enough to just let me take over the house with my bullshit.
Yeah. The wife sounds chill. We got another comment from Greg. Thank you so much.
yeah, sure.
We're going to add that grimoire. I think that's a front runner for the fixture.
I'll do almond.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, guys. Sorry I couldn't be there in the flesh. I wanted to, but I got the cannabis cup tomorrow. You can't screw that kind of thing up.
Yeah,
I
no.
appreciate having me on.
Yeah.
Check out the Higher Side Chats if you want to get weird.
Yeah, get weird with the higher side chats. Be safe, Greg.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace. Bye.
Can't just have him go out there and smoke himself into a stupor, right?
Right. You
Yeah.
got to tell them to be safe.
Be safe. So Frank Alexander, I can't. It's getting late.
I'm going to say Manfredonia.
Manfredonia.
All right.
Yeah. Says, so are ghosts the problem, or is it people who believe in ghosts?
Wow.
Huh.
Okay.
I mean,
So what would be the suggested solution there? Get rid of people that believe in ghosts?
Well, I mean,
Is that too
like,
extreme?
is it that's kind of odd, like,
I'm losing my.
it's just, are ghosts real or not?
Right.
Because, like, if ghosts are the problem, then it's like, oh, well, people who believe in ghosts are right.
Right.
I don't know. It's like,
I don't even know if I got.
We're going to need a handbook that teaches you how to live with ghosts around us at all times.
You know what? I
Because you don't want to offend
You're not
the ghosts, so you have to learn about all the different
like, fucking be tired.
people that have lived throughout human history.
Okay.
I was like,
so,
A commenter before asked the question, is heaven haunted?
is heaven haunted? Heaven, the original haunted house.
Right.
A lot
Well-
of unfinished business in heaven.
Do you count angels as ghosts? Because that's who lives in heaven.
Yeah,
or
they come down to earth.
Or they're
It
people.
sounds like we're pussyfooting around and being polite to the ghosts. Maybe you go the other way like Ghostbusters and imprison them and get them out.
Right.
Fix it.
Imprison the
It's
ghosts.
enough with the ghosts.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
There's another way to go.
Fight back.
Kill them all.
Yeah. Genocide the ghosts.
Kill them all, Buenos Aires. So
Kill them all. Let Zool.
How do
sort
you
'em out.
trick one into revealing himself 2018?
I'm going to say Grimoire TV show. That's because like Greg seemed to think that like we do the Grimoire and we're gonna see a ghost.
Right.
So if we have a Grimoire TV show, like a Fox special, like a Alien Autopsy.
Right.
All right, like
Yeah.
Alien Autopsy this, and big special. We're gonna prove once and for all are ghosts real, and then if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. If it does, we know they're real.
Right.
Who's the most trusted human out there right now that we could get to host this show?
Alex Trebek.
Alex Trebek. Does everybody?
Does everyone trust him?
Tom
Tom
Hanks.
Hanks is a good one. Would he
I'm-
do it?
Like if he summoned a ghost You'd have to believe.
Why are we picking an actor for
Yeah.
the most trustworthy? It's like the trusted. Yeah, but I mean, they lie for a living. It's like I mean, shouldn't it be?
But even though they're false
I'm
truths,
going to
they're
say
truths.
like Barbara Walters.
Yeah. She's pretty close to becoming a ghost herself.
She's just there in the somebody circle asking the ghost what kind of tree you would be.
I'm going to write Grimoire TV event.
Ooh,
I like that.
event's a good word.
Event, because like you do one.
That's not a series.
Right.
Yeah, it's not a series.
Yeah.
It's a special.
You make
It's
it a
alien-
big deal.
24-hour ghost special.
Ghost-a-thon. The Ghost-a-thon.
24-hour Grimoire event.
And no matter what happens, whether you get ghost or not, everyone learns how to spell the word grimoire after.
Yeah, I think I spelled it. No, I spelled it right this time.
There you go. It took me,
Yeah, it's like
years
alien
to remember what it
autopsy.
was.
You remember
Michael
that?
Phelps was swimming against the shark, like that type of.
Yeah, that type
That
of
type of
thing.
stuff.
I love
Oh.
that kind of TV.
Wait, people versus animals or whatever?
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
are good ones.
The guy who got swallowed by
We
a snake.
need more of those.
What about the team of little people pulling a jet versus the one elephant pulling a jet? Do you remember that
Was
one?
that was that one?
Yeah, that was on Fox.
Wow. TV's gotten so
I think it
good.
was called Man vs. Beast.
Man vs. Beast. Yeah.
Yeah.
Little men versus one beast.
Yeah, we should have. Well, I can't wait till the next one of those.
Don't have TV like
We
that
probably
anymore.
shouldn't be advertising Fox shows, on it, right? But I mean, it happened. It went, and came and gone.
Can't tune into it now.
But if the ghost show was on Fox, would you believe it?
So yeah, maybe not.
Let's pitch a funny one. Get the executive back in.
What's the follow up if the ghost show if it works?
Trap them forever,
Trap them forever.
or put them in an old folks home.
ice.
Old ghost
Ice.
home.
Ghost ice.
We don't do the illegal immigrant thing.
Yeah.
We put ice on ghosts.
When you think of like Ghostbusters was essentially their ice for ghosts.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because those ghosts didn't have rights.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then how long were they going to be in that tank for?
Eternity. It's like
Yeah.
Pretty messed
Which
up.
is like ice with like the just like
Rotten drugs. If we were
lock them up and
And
say
we
we're
get
gonna.
all of the questions of the universe from a ghost, right? Where's the gold? What happened to my keys?
Are you saying that a ghost, when you become a
I don't know if
ghost,
it
you
fits the internet.
get all the knowledge in the world?
Well, because they know other ghosts.
So
Guys, I think I don't know. I made my decision.
Right.
I'm not having it with ghost retirement homes.
Okay. Oh.
They pop open the grimoire, which we've altered to
Grimoire.
24-hour grimoire
TV event.
TV event.
I
love
think
it.
it's a
This is
great
the solution.
solution.
I think we came to it.
I think it's good.
Sorry, Adam. We're not putting a pin in this one. All right, great.
I think whether you believe or not, you got to watch, right?
Absolutely. You're tuning into that.
Dude, we solved both of our problems while Dad was away. That's pretty good.
Okay. I'm taking the haircut away.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, I get to see my own butt here.
That's not something a lot of people get to do.
Yeah. Oh. Ooh. Oh yeah, we get it. I just
Give
gotta
it one of
pick up
these.
my pants a little bit more. So yeah, Willie, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Coming out here at 4:55 in the morning. So check out Willie's show,
Real life sci-fi.
Real Life Sci-Fi, his podcast. Thank you, Willie. So we just gotta screw around till we're off.
Is that what we're doing right now?
Why don't you pick another topic from the book?
Yeah, we'll pick another topic. We'll talk about topics. Let's see. The Zodiac Killer murdered upwards of 37 people during the 60s and 70s, but he was never caught, and the case remains open to this day. Would you like to share any tips or hunches that will help authorities bring this monster to justice? I think this is a call-in one. Or, I mean,
It's obviously
got
the Zodiac
somewhere-
Killer taunting the world still,
Oh, yeah,
right?
maybe. Oh, this is a riddle.
By the way, that monster is now a ghost.
Oh, yeah.
Well, people are talking about how Ted Cruz is potentially the Zodiac killer.
Oh, yeah.
Allegedly.
Right.
Do you ever think like, hey, maybe if I just watch that movie Zodiac again, I can figure it out?
Yeah.
All the clues are there.
It's right there.
I left you all the clues, Mr. Policeman.
Please.
Good morning. Let me see.
All right, guys, we're going to take a quick break here. Trevor, when we come back, Trevor will be back. Don't worry, you guys can have your Trevathon back.
Nice job.
Oh, thank you,
you nailed that
thank
before.
you. Willie Roberts is here with us, and yeah, let's play that music. Hang out.